So we're out and about, me, mom, my fiance, and I get something in my eye. And I happen to be in a shoe store, and it won't come out, this thing in my eye. And so I asked the shoe store, I mean, you could see that I'm bothered. And I say, do you have a sink I can use? I have something in my eye. Obviously, I'm not faking. And they go, ooh, no. I'm like, no. Then where do you go to wash your hands after you take a shit? I get it, but I'm the only one there. Be human. So whatever. So I go out. I have some water. I'm trying to splash in my eye. Gets to the point where one of them goes to a drugstore, gets eye solution, generic solution to wash your eye out. I tried that. Nothing. It's debilitating.
It's rough.
It's so rough. It's
Definitely.
So stupid. How is there a God when there's something like this? Never mind, why would we have a hurricane or a tsunami? If God sees everything and knows everything, he knew this got in my eye. If you think about it, he put it there. And does he think it's funny?
Maybe.
I mean, explain this free will to me again, because I don't get it. So anyway, I have insurance now. So I try to take advantage of it. And I go to this urgent care center by where we're at. And the guy, does these tests, looks at it, this and that. And
Can I tell you, urgent care center sounds ghetto. What was it like?
It's not ghetto, but these are doctors that are working at an urgent care center. They can't be your best doctors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You would think that they would be, because if it's urgent, then you could really fuck up.
But if you're working on a Sunday, you're not the best doctor.
That's not why you looked for doctor jobs.
Right. So anyway, they don't have all this stuff a real eye doctor would that's closed, but they could, numb your eye, and then they put some dye over your eye, and they can see if there's some kind of contrast. So they really do. Wow. They numb your eye, and then you see them through that eye painting your eye.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That bug you out?
I was okay with it. I think I had laser surgery, this kind of stuff. I'm fine with it now.
Wow. Ooh.
I used to be one of those guys that couldn't put in contacts, But to me, that doesn't. If it's numb, it doesn't really bother me. I know a lot of people, the eye's just squeamish.
Oh, it bugs me out so much.
Yeah. So they look at it.
I can't even I can't put eyeliner on or any kind of eye makeup on.
Me
I get
neither.
Really grossed out.
Me neither. I know what you mean. It's weird when I see women with the eyeliner that's on the inside of their eye flaps.
Yeah.
That's odd to me.
Lauren used to do it for me for Viva Pachiva before we got on stage. And so she put eyeliner on, and I liked the way it looked, but she would have to count backwards from 10 in order for me to sit still. This is only going to take 10 seconds, I promise. And be like 10, 9. I'm like, it's weird. There's a pencil in your eye.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you ever try to keep your eyes open and you're really just making your nostrils bigger? That's something I do.
What is it?
I'm trying to hold my eye open more, and then I'm moving my whole face, and so my nostrils are getting bigger.
Oh yeah.
Are my eyes open now? Yeah, open your eyes though. Right, I am. Well, your nostrils are clean, I guess. So anyway, they look at my eye and they go, okay, so I see the marks on both eyes. You have herpes of the eye.
On both eyes?
On both eyes.
Were you in pain for both eyes?
No. No, and he's like, well, there's different kinds of marks, and if you get vertical line marks on your eye, then that's herpes, done.
Wow.
I'm like, are you Snopes? You came up with this kind of fast.
A lot of people are looking in the mirror right now for this.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to be able to see it, of course. You got
to paint your eyeball.
So I'm like, I'll tell you what, I don't know what you're seeing, but to me, it seems like it's in both eyes. Maybe it's this laser surgery I had 15 to 20 years ago. If it's in about the same spot on the same eyes, you see some kind of contrast. Maybe you see a cut when they cut into my cornea.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm 39. I've had things in my eye before. I know what it feels like. He's telling me it's a herpes infection. So just saying it's an infection doesn't go boom, right? Pain. But what does when something's in your eye? He goes, no, but I know this pattern, and it's no big deal. Everybody has herpes. And I go, okay, I know to ask, do you have a free sample? I always ask for free samples. I go, do you have a sample? He goes, no, it's very rare, so, it'd spoil if we had it here. I thought you just said 90% of people have it. Well, they have it, but not this, So they say, yeah, you have herpes. And so then that's the main doctor. Then there's another doctor that does the finishing up work. He's like, okay, so here's the printout of what you have. And it says you have herpes. I'm going to give you this pill. I'm going to give you this ointment. I'm going to give you these drops. Take the drops every hour. Take the pills 5 times a day. You know, this kind of thing. I'm on a cocktail now. And I go, you know what? I got this thing in my eye. It just seems kind of odd to me. He's like, yeah, it's probably just something in your eye.
Now, is mom there or what?
No.
Okay.
Which is good. You know?
Yeah. Like, what are you doing to my daughter?
But so you have the lesser...
What kind of herpes do you Americans have?
But isn't it funny? The lesser doctor is agreeing with me, but saying, but this is what the other doctor that I can't challenge because he's above me is saying. So he goes, yeah, it's probably just something in your eye. You know what that's like. Okay, so here, as you see from the paper, you have herpes. I'm like, but I don't have herpes. You probably don't. So take this pill for herpes.
Why would you take that?
They said it's not bad if I do take it and I don't have it, but he knows I have it.
Bullshit.
Right?
Any major pill like that where you have to write a prescription down, the whole point of a prescription is because it's too dangerous to just let me pick it off the shelf.
Right, but I could take 3 of these.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's a little lax about medicine.
It's normal. So then I go to Dwayne Reed, wherever, and I'm picking up my prescription. And I'm not used to having insurance. And I know these pills, they're going to be in hundreds of dollars.
Of course.
But insurance is going to cover it. And so they give me the pills and stuff, and they go, okay, just sign here. I sign. And they go, okay, thank you. And it's weird. Like, so I'm just going to take these then.
Oh, there's no copay or anything?
No. And I'm like, so I'm going to take these. Yeah, right, of course. I gave them to you. Okay, I'm taking them and not paying and goodbye. Well, actually, you are paying. You pay monthly. I don't get it. Okay, let's go. You know, you see these action movies. Bruce Willis jumping out of a helicopter that explodes, grabbing a beam while that building explodes. He never got something in his eye? These fucking movies. Fuck you. Nobody twists an ankle. I really can't go on. I twisted an ankle. I don't know how it happened. I could take on 5 Russian mobsters.
That's why it's in a movie, because they did so good.
I got something in my eye. I can't go on. I'm not being funny. I'll see you in a couple hours.